So, bro, how good was Saturday night though?
Bro, that was the best.
Straight up, that was too good.
Straight
All
up,
the boys
bro.
behaved themselves. The missus were happy
Yeah,
because we went home early.
I was surprised Jimmy kept himself out of trouble.
Yeah,
to be
I was
honest.
surprised at that too.
We
eh?
gotta do that one again.
I reckon we should plan for like next.
What was that, bro?
Huh?
Oh no, I'm on the phone. No, one of the boys thought I was talking to him. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro.
He goes the length of the field. Horsey, he's over. They get it out wide and they will score. This is incredible. That is as good as you will see.
Kia ora, malo, talofa, and welcome to another episode of The Ditch. I'm Madison Bartlett.
And I'm Adam Blair, and let's take a look at what's coming up on this week's episode.
This week we are with Manly's soft-spoken giant Hamole Olokoatu.
Oh! Ola gets a taste of his own medicine.
His tackles don't talk soft, the man.
We catch up with Kiwi Friends playmaker Layshawn Albert Jones about her upcoming NRLW season with the Knights.
I'm waiting for Saturday night. I'm letting loose.
Plus, Mr. 100% try-scoring machine and Mangere proud Greg Marzhew flies in to chat about his amazing form and sings a waiata.
I can't lose when I'm with you.
Stick to footy, my bro. Nah, jokes. You're the man. Greg Marzhew, the man with the dancing feet. Adam, give us your best dance move.
I got something. Here we go.
Never mind those cucks moves. Let's check out some real moves. Aussie commentators were buzzing at this feat of a trickery by Kalen Ponga.
Broke underneath, then a kick nonchalantly for Tyson Brazil. Kalen Ponga kicks for Frizz and Tyson gets there first.
I used to do those kicks back in the days.
Sorry about it.
Speaking of tricks, here's one I taught young warrior Ronald Volkman.
Oh, the rebound. Volkman, he'll score. Ronald Volkman's in.
Just left Perham just clutching it there.
First try, Ronald Volkman.
Sorry about it.
My club go 5 in a row and Albert Hopewadi does the old Tongan shoulder fin to the head.
Hopewadi with strength.
Ouch. Sorry about it.
This is the biggest story. Well, this is his night's over.
How's this one? Adam Reynolds goes hundy and ends up honging the ground. That's commitment. And surely this is the most sorry about it moment of the season. I've never seen anything like it.
Yo with the ball, now gets a kick in across field. It's anyone's, it's Brian Todd to score. Isaiah Yo.
Sorry about that poo kick. Nah, jokes. Up the Panthers.
Sorry about it. Up next, I went to catch up with Hamole on the northern beaches, but you wouldn't know because you were stuck in studio.
Hi, my name is Hamole Olokoatu. We're down at Koloro Beach and you're watching The Ditch.
Ola gets a taste of his own medicine. Hamole. Oh, that is just beautiful. And Ola is slow to get up.
I've been playing rugby my whole life, but I was struggling to make it into like junior reps growing up. And I think it was 2 weeks into pre-season for union, I get a call from my mate, Tom, to just come and his carpool with him to under-20s training for Manly. I was like, yeah, why not? So the next week I was just sitting in the car watching him train. The coach at the time for 20s asked my mate if I played footy. He asked me after training if I wanted to have a run, and I said, oh yeah, sweet. And then so I started training with him the next week, and then I guess that's when my career kicked off.
Here's Walker. Olokoatu steps back on the inside. He beat Nicarina. He beat King. He beat everybody. Hamole Olokoatu. It's a maroon and white freeway. Forget Pittwater Road. It's the Brookie Freeway tonight for Manly.
It was hard, and especially my parents, with them coming here with nothing to try and start a life from scratch. It was pretty hard for them. They were, I guess, overstays, if that's what you call it. So they were overstays when they had me and my siblings. So we kept moving from house to house at a very young age. We had immigration on our tail as well, so it was pretty hard to live a normal life here, a good one going up too. Yeah, I think he cried more when I told him I was going to play for Tonga. It was big news when he heard it, and I think he couldn't stop crying for like 5-10 minutes on the phone when I told him. The old man, you know, hearing a lot of stories about him playing football just kind of motivated me as well. Also as a little kid and just wanting to be like him. I remember when I got the opportunity to train with Manly, that was the first thing I thought about. You know, growing up, how hard it was for my parents, you know, just moving house to house. You know, if you feel like a sense of giving up, or you know, you feel like you're about to, I guess, yeah, give up, just don't stop giving up. Just keep pushing, because one day it'll pay off.
Jerry Evans, the kick. Oh, the Kawatu! Amazing, just amazing. He's a giant, yet he climbed up. He climbed up like he's carrying no weight at all, and then the big mitts to haul it in.
It was cool to catch up with Hamule over in Sydney at Manly. He's been smashing outside backs, and speaking of outside backs, we are lucky to have in the whare Greg Marzhew. Welcome to the whare.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You reckon you'll run it straight at him next time you see him on the field?
Probably not.
Hey, I've seen you run over some big dudes in your time.
Yeah,
Early
that's
in your
my
career?
That's my job now.
Okay,
as an
okay.
outside back.
All right, you heard it here first, whānau. You're going to see Greg run straight at Hamuli.
Oh, we're setting him up, man.
Yeah, that's what we do. Let's go.
What was life like in Mangere, growing up, Mangere boy? How was it?
No, it was all good. I'd play sports in school, and I was like every other Hori Islander, just go to school, rock up, take your shoes off, and you're just out on the field or out on the court playing rugby. My grandparents helped bring me up. I was brought up in a house with probably like 14 plus here in Mangere.
How many?
14
plus?
Yeah, so all my aunties, uncles, cousins there. So there was a time where it was just chaos. But no, like you get so used to it that like having a house with no one is just like it's crazy. But yeah, so brought up with my grandparents, and my mom was working. So yeah, I'd go to school, come back, and she was gone to work already. So I'll just chill with the boys from the street and with my grandparents.
Was it a hard upbringing?
Man, when you compare it to some of the people, like I can't even say, like I was so grateful for what I was given. Like I'm not gonna say it was a struggle, because at the time it's just like it was normal. Like well, just eating bread and butter was normal. You go in there for a snack or rice with butter. Like I didn't realize that using milk with Weet-Bix was a luxury until like you see other people that do it now. It's just like, whoa. Like I wouldn't say it was a struggle, because I was happy the way I was brought up, but like it is a lot less than what others were handed. So
When you moved to Australia, how was that for you and your family, and obviously everyone that you lived together? Like, did it feel like they relied on you to go and make it?
No, we didn't move for footy. I wasn't like I said, footy wasn't my thing. So I started that over there. So like my family, just like little drips and drabs, they kind of moved over to overseas, and by the time I moved back from Melbourne when I was 16, so I moved over for my mum and my sister. That was all that was left here. So moved over there, and I was just playing footy for a school over there, Woodridge State High, and like they're not even a footy orientated school. Like it's just chill. You don't even go to training. You just rock up on Wednesdays and play other schools.
How was schooling?
Oh, it was quite easy to fit in over there. It was like Logan's, it's infested with islanders too, so it was pretty much just like back at home. It was going from one hood to the other. So, but nah, schooling was all good. It was crazy.
Was it there, that the Titans picked you up?
Yeah, so we were wrestling. The competition that we were in was like a C grade comp. So we were wrestling all Palm Beach, Kibras, all their C grade teams. So the tournament was called Titans Cup. So I think that's where I was lucky enough to get picked up.
Greg Marzhew into open space. A Bulldogs mistake on the high ball. Marzhew cleans it up. Goes to Marzhew. A run to the corner and he wins the race. And went to Marzhew. There was no stopping him.
Oh, Greg Marzhew is a tank, and the tank has run over the South Sydney defence.
Right-hand side. What a ball! Over the top there for Marzhew. He has a second. Hanging on there. Now Marzhew. Greg Marzhew has got it down. You betcha. Loaded. Marzhew with it. Greg Marzhew. You wouldn't stop him with a pickaxe. Fight across. Best. Marzhew. You're not going to stop him. There he goes. Greg Marzhew. Scoring tries for fun.
The Knights have been struggling a little bit with the start of the season, but you are in great form. How are you managing to do that every week?
Oh, I think it's the guys in the middle that make my job easy, to be honest. Like you see in the video, I just grab the ball and put it down. So.
Do you have a routine before you play?
Oh, yeah, I like to listen to heaps of music scores just to kind of calm me down, or I just listen to some slow jams.
What's your favourite song?
Oh, at the moment it's Scissor Snooze.
How's that go? Maybe I'm just a bit old school. I still don't know that song. That's why I asked the question. I
It
don't
was
know
on the
song.
radio today too.
How does it go?
Australia would never.
How does it go? Quick.
I can't lose when I'm with you. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it. I thought Maddie, that's Maddie's genre, so I thought she was going to jab it out. You went to USA and danced. How was that journey into the dancing?
There was a dance group in my primary school here, primary intermediate chorus school, and we used to compete against some other dance crews in like the local comps here. And to be honest, like it was a bit of a weird journey, like getting picked up from an actual dance crew to go over to travel and to go over to America to dance with them. They're running low numbers, and I went and done like a academy gig with them, and they must have just remembered me from there, and they gave my school a call, and then so that's how that all started. And
How long did you spend in the dancing industry?
oh, my family was full of dancers, eh? So we have members in our family who do like those gimmick stuff, like making funny dance routines. But serious hip hop, I would say about 4 or 5 years. Yeah.
And why did you stop dancing?
Nah, just kind of like to be honest, for me, I just kind of didn't see myself going in. I just didn't have that passion for dancing. I wasn't the next Chris Brown, so.
So you should have the best try celebration out of everyone there.
Nah, I was a lot skinnier back then, so I could move, but now I'm just putting on a bit of weight. So
Too much hand cleans in the gym, bro. But stuff around the shoulders.
Oh no, Shah just chucked me on a plane and said, get the f*** out.
When the girls come crawling down this side, it's all on and Layshawn Jones.
I came off the back of World Cup. I didn't have the greatest campaign. If I didn't come over here, I don't think I would be getting an opportunity at all. And coming over here has given me that opportunity to be seen as a player. The footy is amazing here. It's a lot faster. There's a lot of girls that can probably outrun you.
Beautiful football from the Knights.
It's been tough, like just moving away from home and like family and stuff, but I've really enjoyed it. A lot of connections. Worked with Kenzie, played heaps of footy with Kere. Like if I didn't have any other Kiwi girls around me, I don't think I'd be as open or as comfortable in this team as I am. I guess this is a stepping stone and get my foot in the door, and then hopefully the Warriors, when they get a team, then I can go home and play for them. That's the plan.
Try the Warriors!
I think it just comes down to like pathways. They're not really looking in our backyard, and you have to be one of those players that is going to stand out so much that are going to make coaches from here want to fly over and go watch them.
For the Newcastle Knights, the 2022 NRLW premiers.
So I had a chat with Ronnie, the coach from Newcastle, and he came and had a coffee with me and we sat down. I just got a really good vibe off him, and he just really wanted me to be a part of his team, and we sat down and had some like goal settings and stuff like that.
And how did your family react when you told them that you got your NRLW contract?
Oh, they were happy as. I think they were more happy than I was. I was so chill about it and they were like screaming and stuff like that. I was just didn't know how to take it all.
14 is the Warriors. Still believe they can grab another one. Stacey Jones.
And obviously Stacey being your uncle, can you tell us a little bit about his influence on your footy career?
He's had a lot to say. Like if I go to him and I ask him, oh, like I need to work on this and that, he's like, yeah, sweet, I'll meet you down at the park at this time and we'll do some kicking practice. I can always count on him. If I do need help, he'll be there to help me.
And did he influence your NRLW decision?
No, not really. It was more Shah than Stace, but he was always there. He never told me what he thought was a good option or anything like that. He was just stoked that I was getting a chance to be in one of these teams.
No regrets?
No regrets at all.
Bro, you've for people that don't know, you've changed your name, your surname, I mean.
Yeah, so before I got into the scene, my last name was Lelesuel, and my dad wasn't always in the picture, so like I said, my grandparents have always been there, and I wanted to change my last name to Marzhew just so I could represent. That was my first step of representing my grandparents. So.
How was that perceived as a family?
No, it was, yeah, I think my grandpa was so proud to hear our last name on TV. And yeah, my family's so proud of it too, the change. So.
And speaking about your whānau, you grew up with a house with 14 plus people. Is there anyone in the house particularly that you went to when you had to make decisions?
Yeah, so I've got an older brother who is a cousin, but yeah, he's my namesake. I was named after him. So yeah, he's always been like another father figure. So yeah, so growing up, I don't really say that I don't have a dad because I've had those father figures there, my grandpa and older cousins and brothers. But yeah, I'd go to him. He's always been there for advice for life, and he's always been there giving me hidings too, so trying to keep me in check. So yeah, I'd always go there, and even after every game he always texts me and just tells me good game, or tells me the little things that I need to work on, or he's just real. So that's what I love. Yeah.
And how proud are they of you when you made your NRL debut?
Nah, they were stoked. It was a bit of a long journey. I've been in the system for ages. Like before I even debuted, I was probably a part of the system for about 6 years, until I actually debuted. So it was a long time coming, but yeah, they were heaps happy that it all paid off.
You're a really good winger, and a smaller winger. What's it like catching high bombs when you're coming up against, say, like a Xavier Coates?
Oh yeah, it's you just feel like there's more responsibility with your role. You're coming up, yeah, like all those tall wingers, but you just got to try and just compete. Those kicks are always 50-50, no matter how good you are under the ball. If someone's competing, so my mindset is just keep my focus on the ball and just go all the way until it's in my hands. So.
Can you tell me what's the difference like between your time at the Titans and now your time at the Knights?
I think the area is a big thing. Gold Coast is it's a sunny state, you know. Living there yourself, yeah, it's easy to kind of like fall into that whole lifestyle and still trying to focus on footy. But yeah, Newcastle, like I said, I love it there. It's a nice, quiet town. It's like my personality as a little city. So just get to cruise, no traffic, like everything's just within 15 minutes. Yeah, like I've loved every minute there so far.
And do you think it's the coach and the players around you that's influencing the way that you play?
Yeah, no, I've really taken a liking to Adam O'Brien. To be honest, he's really just kind of just given me the reins and just like let me do what I do. He gave me a bit of a challenge coming off a hip pointer in the beginning of the year. He put me back in reserve grade and just said, I want you to work on these, and he's just been real straight up with what I need to do. And yeah, I felt that I'd done a good job trying to meet his needs. And yeah, like I mean, I'm not perfect still fall off every now and then. But yeah, I feel like him and the playing group have really given me my confidence to try and play to my best capabilities.
And then looking to the future, what are your aspirations then? Blue jersey, black jersey?
Oh, yeah, nah. So to be honest, I'd much prefer to try and start with the blue jersey for tour, just because just to represent my grandparents. They've done that much to me, and I'd rather try and show up for their culture first, and then on the back of that, I would hope to try and play for the Kiwis, because obviously I was born and raised here. So that's how I'd prefer to do it. If I was lucky to choose, I would definitely choose the blue jersey first.
So I reckon away from football, you're doing some dancing in your spare time. Am I right?
Nah, actually,
Sorry.
I was looking to shout out to all the dancers out there. Nah, so one off, my younger brother, he's a really good dancer. He does a bit of choreography, and I would now and then I would ask him if he could just teach me a dance routine, just because the way you have to move your body in dancing is just
the way you score your tries.
Oh man, nah, you kind of move it's a lot of muscle control with dancing, and it's just a different type of cardio. If you've done dancing, your clothes will be drenched. You don't realize that it's a lot more work than what you think. So on the odd occasion, I would ask him to teach me something, just so I can try and do something new to the body.
Okay, man, give us a tap my hand. It's coming straight back to you. Close us off.
Skip me.
Okay, close us off. It came back.
Oliver gets a taste of his own medicine.
What a ball! Over the top there for Marzhew.
Bro, can you just